quiet hum of the research station floated through the empty halls. It was a small outpost, far from Earth, floating in orbit above a strange blue-green planet. The planet had been discovered just a few weeks ago, and now scientists were eager to learn its secrets. Ben sat at a desk filled with screens and notes. He was one of the lead scientists on the station. His job was to study signals from the planet and check for any signs of life. The days were long and lonely, but Ben loved his work. He often dreamed about making a big discovery. One day, as the sun's light glowed softly outside the windows, the station's alarm suddenly beeped. Ben jumped up. The screen in front of him showed something strange, a small, furry creature standing in the docking bay. It looked like a dog, but walked on two legs. The creature's eyes were big and bright, filled with curiosity. Ben rubbed his eyes and looked again. "What is that?" he whispered. Before he could say more, the creature spoke. Its voice was clear and calm, but the words were strange. "You should prepare, human. We're having puppies," it said. Ben blinked in surprise. The creature was speaking perfect galactic common, the universal language used for space travel and communication. But the message made no sense. "Puppies? What do you mean?" Ben asked, stepping closer. The creature smiled and wagged its tail. "I am Rin. I come from the Canathy. We are like your dogs, but also more. We have come to meet you," Ben felt. A mix of excitement and confusion. He had read about many alien species, but he had never met one like this before. Rin looked friendly, but his words were puzzling. "Why do you say you are having puppies?" Ben asked carefully. Rin's eyes shined with hope, "Because we want to share life with humans. The puppies will bring our species closer. You will see soon." Ben thought for a moment. He wanted to trust Rin, but he needed proof. "Can you stay here while I talk to my team? We need to understand more." Rin nodded and followed Ben through the station halls. His paws made soft sounds on the metal floor. Back in the main lab, Ben's team gathered around. There was Mira, a biologist who loved animals, and Tomas, an engineer who built machines for the station. They all stared at Rin, amazed. "This is incredible," Mira said softly. "I never thought we'd meet aliens like this." Ben explained Rin's message, and the team listened closely. Rin repeated, "We are here to grow together. Puppies will help." Mira looked at Rin with interest. "Can you tell us more about your puppies?" Rin sat down carefully. "Our puppies are not just young Canathy. They carry life for both species. They are a new beginning." Tomas raised his hand. "Are these puppies dangerous? Could they harm us?" Rin shook his head. "No, they are gifts. We want friendship and trust." Ben felt a strange feeling inside him, a mix of hope and fear. Meeting Rin was a miracle, but the future was still unclear. Over the next few hours, Rin showed the team some of his culture. The Canathy lived in packs, where everyone cared for each other. Their puppies were symbols of new life and strong bonds. Rin explained that his people hoped to form a lasting friendship with humans. Ben looked at Rin and smiled. Maybe this is the start of something great. Suddenly, the station's sensors beeped loudly. A new message appeared on the main screen. It was a warning. A dark cloud of energy was moving toward the planet and the station. Rin's ears twitched. "This is why we came. The puppies carry hope. You must prepare, human." Ben's heart raced. The quiet days were over. The outpost was about to face challenges it had never seen before. But with Rin and the promise of puppies, maybe the future was not so scary after all. Ben sat in the small meeting room, still thinking about Rin's strange message. "We're having puppies," Rin had said. It was hard to understand what that really meant. For humans, puppies were just baby dogs, but for the Canathy it was something much more. Mira, the biologist, looked at Ben and said, "We need to learn everything about the Canathy. If they want to have puppies with us, we must understand their culture and biology." Ben nodded. "Agreed. Let's start with Rin." Later that day, Ben and Mira invited Rin to the lab. Rin was happy to explain. His small tail wagged as he spoke. "Our puppies are not like your dog's puppies," Rin began. "They are special. When a Canathy puppy is born, it carries the strength of our entire pack. But this time, it will also carry human life. Ben blinked. You mean the puppies will be part Canathy and part human? Rin smiled. Yes. It is a new way to help both our species. Myra's eyes widened. That is amazing. But how is it possible? Rin explained that the Canathy had ancient technology hidden deep in their homeworld. This technology allowed their puppies to carry DNA from both species. It was a symbol of trust, but also a way to survive dangers coming to their worlds. Ben asked, what kind of dangers? Rin's face grew serious. Dark cloud of energy. Moves toward us. It will bring destruction. Alone, neither humans nor Canathy can stop it. But together, through the puppies, we can survive. Mira looked at the scanners and maps in the lab. We've detected strange energy near this system. It moves fast and is very powerful. Ben sighed. So Rin's warning is true. Rin nodded. Yes. We need to prepare. The room grew quiet. Ben thought about what this meant. The puppies were more than just babies. They were a bridge between two species and a key to survival. Later, Ben took Rin to meet Captain Lyra, the leader of the station. Lyra was a strong woman who cared deeply for her crew and the mission. Rin, Lyra said, this is all very strange. But if what you say is true, we must act fast. How can we prepare? Rin's ears moved quickly. First, we must help humans understand the Canathy. We want to build trust. Lyra nodded. We will work together. Over the next days, Rin stayed with the team. He showed them pictures and stories from his home. The Canathy lived in close families. They hunted together, cared for each other, and celebrated new life with joy. Ben watched Rin play with a small ball in the lab. Rin's playful nature reminded Ben of a loyal dog. But Rin was clearly intelligent and kind. Mira said, Rin, what do your puppies look like? They are small and furry, like me, Rin said. But they will grow strong. Their fur will shine with colors from both species. Ben smiled. Sounds like they will be beautiful. The team worked to prepare the station for the arrival of the puppies. They built safe rooms and began studying Rin's DNA to understand how the hybrid puppies might develop. But not everyone was happy. Some of the crew felt uneasy about this new life. Tomas, the engineer, was one of them. He said, I don't know. If this is a good idea, mixing species sounds dangerous. What if the puppies are different in ways we don't expect? Ben replied calmly. I understand your worry, Tomas, but Rin has shown us nothing but kindness. This could be the start of something good for everyone. Tomas nodded but looked unsure. Meanwhile, Rin received messages from his homeworld. He explained that the Canathy were watching closely and waiting to send more help if needed. Ben realized how important it was to build a bridge between the two species. The puppies would need care and trust from both sides. One evening, Ben and Rin sat outside the station's observation deck. Looking at the stars, Ben asked, Rin, what is your greatest hope for the puppies? Rin's eyes shined. That they bring peace and strength. That they show humans and Canathy can be more than strangers. That together we can face the darkness. Ben smiled. I think you are right. We must be ready. Suddenly, the station's sensors picked up new signals from the planet below, strange lights and movement. Ben said, Rin, this might be the beginning of something bigger. We must stay alert. Rin stood tall. We are ready, human. Together. As the stars blinked softly above, Ben felt a new sense of purpose. The arrival of Rin and the promise of puppies had changed everything. Now, the real journey was about to begin. The quiet buzz of the research station felt heavier now. Ben sat at his desk, staring at the data on the screen. Rin's warning about the dark cloud of energy had set everyone on edge. But there was more beneath the surface, something important. That Ben had not yet understood, Mira joined him, holding a thick folder. Ben, I've been studying Rin's DNA samples. There's something strange. Ben looked up. What did you find? Mira smiled. The puppies Rin talks about, they are not just normal babies. Their genetics carry hidden information. It's like a secret message inside their DNA. Ben leaned forward. A secret message. What kind? Mira pointed to the screen. This code HFY's complex, but it shows how Canathy and humans can combine to create something new. The puppies will carry the strength of both species. But more than that, their genes hold the key to protect us from the energy storm. Ben felt a chill. So these puppies could save us? Mira nodded. Yes, the Canathy have been preparing for this for a long time. They sent Rin here to warn us and to help start the new generation. Ben thought of Rin's words. You should. Prepare, human. We're having puppies. The meaning was clearer now. The puppies were not just offspring, they were a plan for survival. Ben called Rin to the lab. Rin, we found something important in your DNA. The puppies carry a special code. Rin's eyes sparkled. Yes. The code will help protect both our species from the dark cloud. It is a gift. Ben asked, how does the code work? Rin explained. When the puppies grow, their bodies will create a strong energy field. This field can stop the storm's power and keep us safe. Myra added, it is like a living shield made from life itself. Ben was amazed. This is incredible. How soon will the puppies arrive? Rin looked at the station's clock. Soon, the process has begun. You will see the first puppy in days. Ben's mind raced. The station had little time to prepare. Meanwhile, Tomas and other crew members worked hard to build special rooms. These rooms would keep the puppies safe and help the scientists study them closely. Not everyone was calm, though. Some crew members whispered about fear and danger. They didn't trust the unknown. One night, Tomas came to Ben. I'm worried. What if this goes wrong? What if the puppies bring trouble instead of help? Ben smiled gently. Understand. Your fear, Tomas, but Rin has shown us kindness and hope. Sometimes the greatest gifts come from taking a risk. Tomas nodded slowly, but still looked unsure. The station's communications suddenly beeped. A message came from the planet below. Ben and Rin watched as images appeared on the screen. Strange glowing plants and animals moved through forests unlike any they had seen before. The planet was alive and full of secrets. Aaron said softly, Homeworld is connected to this planet. The energy storm will touch both places. Ben felt the weight of responsibility. We must protect both. In the days that followed, the station grew busier. The scientists prepared for the puppies' arrival. Rin helped them understand how to care for the hybrids. One afternoon, a soft cry echoed from the special room. Ben rushed there and saw a tiny creature half Canathy, half humans, small and furry with bright eyes. The puppy looked up at Ben and Rin with trust. Ben felt his heart swell. It's real. The future is here. Rin smiled. Welcome, little one. You carry hope for us all. As the puppy grew, it showed signs of the special energy. A soft glow surrounded it when danger came. Near Ben watched with wonder. The hidden message inside the puppy's genes was alive and working. But the dark cloud was still moving closer. Rin said, we must teach the puppies to control their power. Only then can they protect us. Ben and the team began training the young hybrids. They learned quickly, their intelligence shining through. One night as the stars twinkled, Ben stood outside the station, looking toward the darkening sky. Aaron joined him. The storm will come soon, Rin said. But with the puppies, we have a chance. Ben nodded. We will be ready. The hidden message in the puppies was not just science, it was a promise. It's a promise that together, humans and Canathy could face the unknown and survive. The adventure was just beginning. The quiet hum of the research station was broken by the sharp beep of the alert system. Ben was at his desk reviewing data when the alarm suddenly echoed through the halls. Everyone stopped what they were doing and rushed to the control room. On the main screen, a dark mass floated in space, slowly but surely moving toward the planet and the station. The cloud was like nothing the crew had ever seen before. It was alive with strange energy, swirling and shifting in colors that made the scientists uneasy. Ben looked at Rin. The small Canathy's ears were pulled back, his usual calm face now. Serious. This is the dark cloud, Rin said quietly. It moves faster than we expected. Mira studied the readings on her screen. It's an energy storm. Its power could destroy the planet's surface and the station if it reaches us. Ben swallowed hard. How much time do we have? Rin's eyes searched the data. Less than 3 days. The room fell silent. 3 days was not much time to prepare for such a dangerous threat. Captain Lyra stepped forward. Everyone, stay focused. We will protect this station and the planet. Ben, what can the puppies do? Ben looked at the tiny hybrid puppies playing. Quietly in their special rooms, their fur shimmered softly and they seemed peaceful. But he knew the hidden power inside them was the key. The puppies have a special ability, Ben explained. Their bodies can create an energy shield. It will protect us from the storm if we can activate it in time. Tomas frowned. Do we activate this shield? Do the puppies control it? Rin nodded. Yes, but they must learn. The energy flows through their bodies, and they can grow stronger by training and trust. Mira added. We need to work quickly. The puppies are young, but their power grows every day. The team divided into groups. Some focused on studying the energy storm and its effects. Others worked with Rin to train the puppies. Ben moved between the groups, making sure everyone stayed calm and ready. Days passed quickly. The storm grew. Closer, darkening the view outside the station's windows. The sky over the planet was already changing color, an eerie glow spreading across the horizon. Ben sat with Rin and a few puppies in the training room. The hybrids were eager to learn. Rin showed them how to focus their energy, to feel the flow inside their bodies. One puppy, small and brave, reached out with its paw. A soft shield of light appeared around it, flickering but steady. Ben smiled. You're doing great. Rin's tail wagged slightly. They will protect us all. But even as the puppies trained, tension grew among the crew. Some were scared. They whispered about danger and failure. Tomas spoke to Ben again. What if the puppies can't hold the shield? What if the storm breaks through? Ben looked him in the eye. We won't know until we try. Fear won't help us now. We'll have to believe in the puppies and in each other. Outside the station, the dark cloud moved closer. The energy it gave off made the lights flicker and the metal walls vibrate. The team prepared emergency systems just in case. But everyone's hope was on the puppies and their hidden power. Finally, the day came. The storm was almost upon them. Ben gathered the crew in the control room. This is it. We've done everything we can. Now we trust the puppies. Rin stood beside Ben, proud and calm. The puppies gathered in the center of the station, their small bodies glowing softly. Slowly, their energy began to build, forming a shimmering shield around the station and the planet below. The dark cloud hit the shield with a roar. The energy storm crashed against the glowing barrier, sending waves of light through the station. The shield held strong. Ben watched in awe. The puppies' power was real. Their training and trust had made the shield strong enough to protect everyone. Captain Lyra smiled. They did it. We did it. The storm raged for hours, but the shield did not break. The puppies glowed brighter, their bond growing with every moment. Finally, dark cloud began to fade, its energy spent. The station's lights returned to normal. The planet below looked peaceful once more. Ben turned to Rin. You were right. Together, we are stronger. Rin wagged his tail happily. The puppies carry the future. Mira smiled at the puppies. They are a symbol of hope for both our species. Ben felt a new sense of pride. The journey was far from over. Dad! This victory showed that humans and Canathi could face the universe together. As the stars shone brightly outside, Ben knew. The puppies were more than just a new life. They were the start of a new era. The storm had passed, but the energy in the station was far from calm. The crew was still amazed by what the puppies had done. Their glowing shield had saved the station and the planet below. But there was still much work to do. Ben stood in the main hall, watching Rin and the puppies playing together. The hybrids were growing fast, learning every day. Their small bodies bounced with energy and curiosity. They were no longer just strange new creatures. They were becoming part of the team. Myra approached Ben, holding her tablet full of new data. The puppy's energy is increasing. Their bond with humans and Canathy is stronger than we expected. Ben nodded. That's good news. It means the puppies will be ready for whatever comes next. Suddenly, Tomas walked over. He looked more relaxed than before. I have to admit, I was wrong. These puppies are amazing. Ben smiled. It's okay to be unsure at first. What matters is that we work together now. Rin wagged his tail happily and added, trust grows like this. The puppies were learning to control their power better. Each day, they practiced focusing their energy and strengthening the shield around the station. One evening, Ben took a walk outside near the observation deck. The sky was clear, and the stars shone brightly. Rin joined him, looking up at the stars with calm eyes. Ben said, Rin, the storm was a test. But I feel there is more ahead for us. Rin nodded slowly. The universe is full of challenges, but with the puppies, we have hope. Ben looked at Rin and asked, what is your hope for the future? Rin's eyes shined. That humans and Canathy live as friends. That we protect each other. The puppies are the first step. Ben smiled softly. I want that too. Back inside the station, the crew continued their work. Myra studied the puppies closely. She was amazed by their intelligence and kindness. One puppy, a small one, with bright orange fur, showed a special talent. It could sense danger before it happened and warn the team. Ben watched this puppy carefully. It's like they have a sixth sense. Rin nodded. The puppies carry the wisdom of both species. They will teach us much. The puppies were no longer just protectors. They were teachers and friends. But not everything was easy. Some crew members still struggled with the changes. They missed the quiet days before the aliens arrived. Captain Lyra spoke to the team one morning. Change is hard, but it brings new chances. We must learn and grow together. Her words inspired the crew. Slowly, the fear and doubt began to fade. One day, a new message arrived from the Canathy homeworld. Rin read it carefully. They send their thanks, Rin said. They watch us closely. The puppies are the future of both species. Ben felt proud. We have a family now, not just here, but across the stars. As days turned to weeks, the bond between humans, Canathy, and puppies grew stronger. The puppies played with the children of the crew, bringing joy and laughter to the station. Ben smiled as he watched a group of puppies chasing a ball. Their playful energy was contagious. Rin sat nearby, looking proud. We have prepared well, but we must always be ready. Ben nodded. The universe is full of surprises. But together, we can face them. That night, as Ben lay in his small room, he thought about the journey so far. The quiet station was no longer quiet. It was alive with hope, friendship, and new life. The puppies were more than just new creatures. They were a symbol that no matter where you come from, friendship and trust could create a better future. Ben smiled as he closed his eyes. Tomorrow would bring new challenges, but he knew one thing for sure. Humanity was not alone anymore. The future was bright. And it started with puppies. The station buzzed with a quiet energy that had become normal over the past weeks. The puppies were growing quickly, their powers becoming stronger, and the bond between humans and Canathy was deeper than ever. Ben walked through the corridors, watching the crew smile and laugh. For the first time in a long time, hope was real. But deep inside, Ben knew the universe often had surprises. Some good, some dangerous. As he entered the control room, an alert flashed on the main screen. It was a signal from outside the system. Unknown and powerful. Ben, Myra said, pointing at the screen. This signal is not from the Canathy homeworld, or from any known human ship. Ben's eyes narrowed. Can you trace it? Myra shook her head. It's too strong and moves fast. It's coming closer. Before anyone could say more, the station's communications crackled with a new message. A deep, calm voice echoed. Through the speakers. This is the fleet of the Xerax. We come in peace, but we demand to speak with your leader immediately. Ben felt the room grow tense. Xerax were a mysterious species known in human history for their strength and advanced technology, but they were also known for being strict and powerful. Captain Lyra stood tall. "Open a channel," she ordered. The screen changed to show the leader of the Xerax. A tall figure with shining armor and sharp eyes that seemed to look right through everyone. "I am Commander Thalor," the Xerax leader said. "We have been watching your progress with interest." Ben watched the crew closely. No one spoke. The presence of the Xerax was both an honor and a warning. Thalor continued. "The dark cloud you faced is part of a greater danger. We know of the puppies you have created. They are unusual and important." Ben stepped forward. "Yes, the puppies are hybrids of humans and Canathi. They protected us from the storm." Thalor's eyes flickered with surprise. "Impressive. Such power in a young species is rare," Captain Lyra asked. "Why have you come?" Thalor's voice was serious. "The dark cloud is only the beginning. A much larger threat approaches our galaxy. We have fought it for centuries. Your puppies might be key to defeating it." Ben felt his heart beat faster. "We want to help. What do you need from us?" The lore said, "We offer our knowledge and weapons. But in return, you must join our alliance. Together, we can stand against this darkness." The room was silent. The offer was clear. Help from the Xerax came with conditions. Ben thought of the puppies and the new bond they represented. "We need time to decide," he said. Thalor nodded slowly. "Very well. But beware, the threat is closer every day." The screen went dark. The crew looked at each other, unsure but hopeful. Ben said, "This changes everything. We must prepare for war, but also for peace." Myra looked at the puppies playing nearby. "They are our hope and our future. We must protect them." Rin wagged his tail. "We will stand together, human and Canathi." The station began to prepare for new challenges. Scientists worked with the Xerax technology data they had received. The puppies trained harder, learning to control their powers, but the threat loomed. Time was running out. Ben looked up at the stars that night and whispered, "We are ready for whatever comes next." The station was alive with new energy. Since the arrival of Commander Thalor and the message from the Xerax, everyone knew that the peaceful days were over. The puppies, still young but powerful, were at the center of the station's preparations. Ben walked through the training area where Rin and the puppies practiced daily. The hybrids moved with grace, their small bodies glowing with energy. They had learned much, but the lessons had only just begun. Rin looked at Ben and said, "The puppies are strong, but they need to understand their power. Control is more important than strength." Ben nodded. "I want them to protect us, not just with power, but with wisdom." Mira joined them, holding a tablet full of notes. The Xerax have sent training programs based on their technology. In history, it could help the puppies learn faster. Ben smiled. "Good, let's start." The next days were full of activity. The puppies learned to control their shields, to sense danger early, and to work as a team. Rin taught them how to trust each other and the humans around them. One puppy named Zim showed great skill. Zim could create strong energy waves that pushed objects away. Another named Tira was fast and could create a small shield around her body that healed minor wounds. Ben watched with pride. They are more than just protectors. They are our future. But the training was not easy. The puppies sometimes grew tired or frustrated. Tomas, now a close friend of Ben, keep the puppies calm during tough moments. "Don't give up, Tomas," said to Zim one day. "Every great warrior faces challenges. You are learning." Zim wagged his small tail and tried again. Meanwhile, the Xerax sent more messages and technology. The humans and Canathi worked together to understand it all. One day, a message arrived that made the station buzz with excitement. "There is a plan," Mira said, "to meet with other species who also fight the dark cloud. A great alliance is forming." Ben's eyes lit up. This could be the key to saving the galaxy. Rin nodded. But it will not be easy. The dark cloud is growing stronger. As the days passed, the puppies' training grew harder. They learned to use their powers in new ways, creating barriers, sensing attacks, and even communicating through energy waves. Ben spent long hours with them, teaching not only skills but hope. One evening, as the puppies rested, Ben looked up at the stars. "We have come far, but the real test is still ahead." Rin sat beside him. "We are ready. Together we are strong." The bond between humans, Canathy, and puppies had grown into something unbreakable. They were more than a team, they were a family. Ben smiled, feeling hope like never before. The future was uncertain. But with the puppies leading the way, he believed they could face any darkness.